Senator Paterson.
Thank you, Mr President. My question is to the Minister for Small and Family Business, Skills and Vocational Education, Senator Cash. Minister, how are the Liberal National Government's policies of strong economic management and returning the budget to surplus benefiting our nation's 3.3 million small and family businesses and their 5.7 million employees?
The Minister for Small and Family Business, Skills and Vocational Education, Senator Cash.
Well, thank you, Mr President, and I thank Senator Paterson for his question. Mr President, as Senator Reynolds was actually stating herself, the Liberal National Government has overseen the creation of almost 1.3 million jobs since we were elected to office in 2013. Colleagues, that actually equates to 240,000 jobs per year on average, compared to under the former Labor government, where the economy under Labor only created on average around 155,000 jobs per year. So on those statistics alone, the Liberal National Government, our policies are job creating. The reason, though, that there are jobs being created is because the Liberal National Government has put in place, Mr President, the right economic framework. And that, of course, includes lowering taxes, in particular for small and medium businesses, backing small and medium businesses and assuring that all Australians have the skills that they need. When you put in place the right economic framework, you create jobs. 1.3 million almost, and as such we've been able to commit to the Australian people that our plan going forward is to create a further 1.25 million jobs if we're elected to government. But, Mr President, a key part of our economic plan, a key part is to back Australia's small and medium businesses, around 3.3 million small and medium businesses. And, Mr President, they employ around 5.7 million Australians. And the way we back them, Mr President, is by reducing their taxes to around 25%. And that is, of course, despite the opposition from the Labor Party, because the Labor Party don't believe in lowering taxes. That is something that on the Liberal national side of politics, it is in our DNA, because we understand the more money a small and family
Senator
business
Cash,
have
time
in
for
their
the answer
back pocket,
has expired. Senator Paterson, supplementary question.
Thank you, Mr President. Is the minister aware of any risks to the success of our nation's small business sector?
Senator Cash.
Well, Mr President, when Mr Shorten announced Labor's so-called energy policy yesterday, I have to say he sent a number of shivers up the spine of small business, but that in particular sent a shiver up the spine of the 3.3 million small and family businesses and the 5.7 million Australians they employ. Why? Because Labor have set a 45% emissions reduction target. They have set a 50% renewable energy target. They failed to tell anybody yesterday how they're going to implement it or how it will be paid. But what we do know is this. A 45% emissions reduction target, colleagues, will destroy around 336,000 jobs. They will be destroyed, they will be wiped out. It will wipe around $9,000 from the wages of the average Australian, and of course it'll drive up electricity prices.
Order, Senator Cash. Senator Paterson, a final supplementary question.
Minister, how can Australians avoid these risks to our nation's 3.3 million small and family businesses?
Senator Cash.
Well, Mr President, the election will soon be called, and it presents a stark choice for all Australians. They can vote for the job-creating, tax-reducing policies of the Liberal National Party, or alternatively, they can vote to pay higher taxes, they can vote to pay more for their electricity, they can vote for lower wages, and they can vote for job losses, because that is what you will get under a shortened Labor government. Mr President, on this side of the chamber, we believe in putting in place the right economic framework to ensure that our businesses, but in particular our small and family businesses, the backbone of the Australian economy, they are able to prosper, grow and create more jobs for Australians. Because we know when a small business does prosper and grow, the whole of Australia benefits.